Hello, welcome back to Bradow's Blockbusters. I'm Michael Bradow.
I'm Jeremy Al.
And this is our review for the 1987 adventure comedy sci-fi Spaceballs. It's rated PG. It's an hour and 36 minutes long. Directed by Mel Brooks. Written by Mel Brooks, Thomas Meehan, and Rooney Graham. It's available on Fandango now, Vudu, Apple TV, and Prime Video. It had a budget of $22.7 million, and it earned $38,119,483 worldwide, making it a box office success. As usual, I have these scores from Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and Metacritic. The tomato meter gives it a 56, the user score is an 83, IMDb gives it a 7.1, and Metacritic is a 46.
It's like a mix. Just
Very
like the
mixed.
recent Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Mixed.
Hella mixed. Are there any awards, Jer?
No, one award that I decided to put down, but it was nominated for only one award ever. And that was for the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards. And it was nominated for Worst Picture.
I don't get why.
And it won. It won.
That makes me sad. I like this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even want to bother put that down, but for some reason I remember it. But anyways, that's the awards that aren't really worth mentioning, but
we mentioned anyway. I suppose I can read the plot for us then. Right?
Go ahead.
In a distant galaxy, planet Spaceball has depleted its air supply, leaving its citizens reliant on a product called Perrier. In desperation, Spaceball's leader, President Scroob, Mel Brooks, orders the evil Dark Helmet, Rick Moranis, to kidnap Princess Vespa, Daphne Zuniga, of oxygen-rich Jourdia, and hold her hostage in exchange for air. But help arrives to the princess in the form of a renegade space pilot, Lone Star, Bill Pullman, and his half-man, half-dog partner, Barf, John Candy.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens, except I didn't really pay attention to the Perrier thing.
Well, it's not really a big thing in the film. It's more of you see it once.
Yeah, you
know?
do see it once. You're right.
Because Mel Brooks opens a can and
yeah, that's it. That's all he does.
But that's the only mention of Perrier.
Yeah. Now, I named some trivia in the commentary.
Yeah, you named quite a bit of trivia. So, is there anything you didn't mention?
Oh, I know there's something here I didn't mention. Yeah, the original title of this film was not Spaceballs. It was originally Planet Moron. And there was already a spoof called Morons from Outer Space from 1985. I have not seen that. I've never even heard of it until I searched this up. But, yeah, they went through all the letters of the alphabet to search for a word to add the word space to. And by accident, Mel Brooks spilled a drink, and he shouted out,
Balls!
Yeah, just balls. Look, if I just spill balls.
Yeah.
I don't think I would say that, but alright, balls. And then Ronnie Graham said, Spaceballs. And then that was the title. Very weird, but hey. Along with Caddyshack 2, which was terrible, Beetlejuice, which was great, and Big, which was also great, this movie's notable for containing the word fuck, PG movie.
Yes.
I didn't even hear it here. I didn't even notice it. But
I did. I forget the exact line, but I remember it happening.
But yeah, this is another PG movie where it says the word fuck. And obviously this would have been PG-13 today with all the innuendos and easy PG-13, but yeah.
Okay. The line is fuck. Even in the future, nothing works. Because the self-destruct switch, the turn off, was out of order.
Okay.
So he goes, fuck. Even in the future, nothing works.
But I think everything else I've mentioned in the commentary track.
Indeed.
I did, indeed.
Anyways, what do you think we move straight on to the cast then?
Yes, go ahead.
We have nothing else mentioning in the fun facts department, right? So let's start by mentioning Mr. Mel Brooks himself.
Oh, yes, indeed. Our director, writer, producer, star.
Yeah, I don't want to go over all his filmography. If you do want to know more about Mel Brooks, we did an entire month of his movies. So probably what was the first movie we watched that month? Blazing Saddles, right?
Blazing Saddles, right.
The Blazing Saddles review will give you more info on Mel Brooks if you want it. But other than that, I say we can move straight on to our leading man, would you say?
Oh, yeah. Lone Star, you mean?
Yeah.
Lone Star. Oh, Lone Star. Yes.
Bill Pullman.
Oh, my goodness.
Good old Bill Pullman.
He was in Newsies, League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, Casper, Independence Day, and the sequel, Independence Day. Igby Goes Down.
The Equalizer.
Who with Denzel Washington?
Yep.
That one?
And the sequel.
Oh, The Equalizer 2.
Mm-hmm. He was in A League of Their Own with Gina Davis. He was in Scary Movie 4.
The Scary Movie 4, yeah, you're right. Oh, and The Grudge.
Yeah, and The Grudge. Yeah.
And American Ultra. Okay, I didn't think he was in a lot of stuff. I just really remember him for Casper and Independence Day. But, wow, I realized, wow, he is in a lot.
I really only know him from this.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never... this too, but I'm thinking...
No, I've never seen any of the other shit.
Oh.
I think I've seen Casper, like, once.
Everything I've mentioned...
But I was, like, a kid.
Everything I mentioned, that's what I've seen him in.
Right.
Of course, because that's everything I mention of an actor, that's what I've seen him in. Or unless you say it already, and then I can't really...
Right.
But, yeah.
Bill Pullman.
He is in a lot of stuff.
He is. Lone Star. Regardless, I say we can move straight on to his own... the man is his own best friend.
Oh, yes, of course.
Our Mog, Barf, played by John Candy. Rest in peace, John Candy.
1941, Blues Brothers, Stripes, Heavy Metal,
Uncle Buck.
National Lampoon's Vacation, Home Alone, Little Shop of Horrors, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, uncredited, and she's having a baby.
Cool Runnings, Stripes.
Cool Runnings, you're right.
Canadian Bacon.
Nothing But Trouble, Rookie of the Year.
National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
Yeah.
Rescuers Down Under.
Another person, another great comedic. He's a comedic actor.
Yeah.
With a lot of roles.
He had his own animated TV show?
You know that?
I didn't. Camp Candy.
Yeah, he did.
It's cute. Oh, Hercules in New York with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He was.
Apparently.
I very highly doubt it, but okay. There's no way he was in that. Highly doubt it.
Well, he was in Once Upon a Crime, The Last Polka.
Polka from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Polka, the polka twist. Polka twist.
I love John Candy. He's one of the best
I
comedians
think
I've
every
seen.
time we mention him, he's a man who died too soon.
He is.
It is true. It's true.
He is.
That's what happened.
I say next up we move on to our princess, Miss Daphne Zuniga. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm gonna say Zuniga, just for the safe bet.
Just for me, I really only know her for Spaceballs and The Fly 2, which I've never even seen The Fly 2 honestly, but I'd want to though. Anyway.
She was also in Spaceballs, the animated series. She came back for her role there. She was in One Tree Hill. The Dorm That Dripped Blood.
Sounds interesting, but very slashery.
Yep. Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
From what I'm getting at, she wasn't in a lot of things. Well, I mean, she wasn't. What I'm looking at, she's done a lot, but nothing for me recognizable for me.
Right, yeah. I'm not recognizing, like, anything here. But, I don't know, I like her in Spaceballs. So. say next we move on to another great comedian who
Tell me.
who died, unfortunately. Miss Joan Rivers.
Oh, you mean she had a lot of cameos in Muppet Takes Manhattan, Shrek 2, and Iron Man 3.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, she made herself, I think, her cameos. But she was also in The Smurfs from 2011.
She came back for Spaceballs the Animated Series as well.
Okay.
She was The Flip Wilson Show, Suddenly Susan, ģoōst,
Mostly Closely, Have You Met My Girlfriend? Ew.
How to Murder a Millionaire,
How to Murder a Millionaire?
Dave the Barbarian, The Smurfs 2 from 2013, Miss Representation from 2011, Napoleon from 1995, Robin Williams, Come Inside My Head, 2018, The Electric Company, 1971. She,
I think she's mostly known for her TV.
yeah, definitely.
I think that's where I know her from, just from a lot of TV. Few films, but not too much.
Well, also her comedy. She's also known for
Oh
that.
yeah, she's a comedian also.
Yeah. So, I feel so silly because I run out of things to say. Regardless, I say we can move on to Mr. Kfc Reference. George Weiner, I believe is his name. He plays Colonel Sanders.
Oh, he was in Bad News Bears, To Be or Not to Be, which is also Mel Brooks.
Which we see one of the...
Oh yeah, the tape next to Spaceballs.
Yeah, we see the VHS.
That's the exact tape next to
Yep.
Spaceballs. Fletch and the sequel, Fletch Lives. And
The Richest Cat in the World.
ooh, The Devil's Advocate. Not Another Teen Movie.
How to Be a Serial Killer.
American Pie 2. Oh, wow.
MASH. 2.5 Men.
Oh, so he did a few, like, little...
He was on Glee.
Glee.
Yeah, apparently.
Ooh. I didn't even know he had a very few small roles in other things I mentioned, but he seemed to do a lot of television too.
Yeah.
A lot of television. And I think he still works in television, but his last thing was like 2018, and he's 75 years old. So I don't know. Can be wrong. George. How do I say his last name?
Weiner.
We got Weiner. Okay.
Or possibly Wiener. I don't know.
Weiner.
I say next up we talk about Princess Vespa's father.
Oh.
Played by Dick Van Patten.
Who also passed away already.
Yeah. He plays King Roland. What Dick Van Patten was known for 8 is Enough.
He was in
7 Days to Vegas.
He was in Beware the Blob, and the original Freaky Friday, not the remake with Lindsay Lohan or Jamie Lee Curtis.
He was in High Anxiety, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, he was also in Robin Hood Men.
Demolition High, Gus.
Oh right.
Opposite Day.
I forgot he was in High Anxiety. Damn.
He was in Opposite Day, The New Dick Van Dyke Show.
Groom Lake.
Westworld, The Shaggy DA.
Yeah, it looks like everyone had a few film roles here and there.
Yep, definitely.
But obviously, I think George Weiner and Dick Van Patten and Joan Rivers were a little more TV, but they had their film roles.
Right, yeah.
And then, I guess our final guy.
You know, the one who arguably might be one of the better known.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dark Helmet himself.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis.
Oh, Ghostbusters, Little Shop of Horrors.
He shrunk his kids.
Oh, yeah.
And himself.
And Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
He also blew up the kid.
And Honey, I blew up the kid.
Yeah.
And then Honey, we Shrunk Ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was also in the Flintstones.
Little Giants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Little Giants.
Brother
right.
Bear, Strange Brew, Big Bully, My Blue Heaven, Brother Bear 2, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 2001.
Yeah.
Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, the ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's coming back to acting in an upcoming science fiction film called Shrunk. So I guess he's reprising his role as the father from the original Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
He could be the grandfather this time.
Yeah, but I thought he was retired. I guess he's coming out for a little bit.
Oh, he was also in Club Paradise. Robin Williams.
Oh, okay. He had a little cameo in L.A. Story with Steve Martin. Forgot to mention that. And he also did Parenthood with Steve Martin.
We love Barney Rubble.
That's our dark helmet.
It is our dark helmet. Arguably, he doesn't seem like that dark of a guy.
No, he seems like a very funny guy.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be a very nice guy.
From what I'm looking at his filmography, apparently he worked a lot with Steve Martin. That's really what I'm getting out of this. He worked a lot with Steve Martin.
Right.
Oh, and obviously John Goodman. I already said it with the Flintstones. But yeah, it's our little funny man here who retired, but after what I just read, he might be coming back to acting. But of all the franchise he comes back to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But to be fair, he did make 2 more sequels after it.
Right,
so,
yeah.
I guess that's his franchise.
Mm-hmm.
After all, he starred in it. All 3 of them. So, all right. So that's our actors, Michael.
It is our actors.
Yeah. So do you want to go into grading? I'm guessing.
Yes, sir.
And so, what do our actors get for their
let's start. I guess you want to start with the acting, right?
Oh yes, sir. Acting.
What are you thinking about the actors' performances here?
Honestly, just B, because everyone. It's kind of like other Mel Brooks movies, really. I can't have anything much to say. It's other Mel Brooks movies. They're funny. They're here to be funny. They succeed. Not all the time, but they succeed. And that's it. Just a beat. They're funny. And, you're not going to obviously expect Oscars
Shakespearean acting
from this. So, yeah. That's really it. I really have nothing else more to say than they're funny, and that's all. That's what they're here to be. They're here to be funny.
I'm in the same boat with you, with the acting, because they do a good job, but it's nothing, to write home about. So I'm also thinking of B, acting wise. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, right. See, after so many Mel Brooks movies, that's just all you get.
Yeah. So let's move on to screenplay. What do you say?
Okay, screenplay. Do you have anything for screenplay? Because I'll tell you what I'm on. I'm on a C and B.
Right.
I'm on a C and a B here.
I like the screenplay here. I think that it's full of a lot of funny jokes and references to pop culture. Between the alien chestburster scene, the what's it called? All the Wizard of Oz references.
Yeah. How it kind of makes fun of itself when it puts its own tape in the the VCR.
All the fucking fourth wall breaking.
Merchandising.
The merchandising, I love that.
Breaking the fourth wall, you're right. But the thing is, that's all comedy-wise. Story-wise,
it's still technically part of a screenplay.
No. You're right. No, you're right. The comedy is in the screenplay. You're right. I'm just saying that
story-wise,
that's all great. Story-wise, it sucks. It's literally the same thing as a Star Wars movie. Really.
Yeah, the story's the weakest bit.
It's unoriginal. The story, it's unoriginal. It's a parody of Star Wars, obviously. So you can't really expect something that great if it's already parodying something that is great. So story-wise, it kind of sucks, but the comedy keeps it a little bit fresh. But I don't know. It's not too fresh
Right.
for me, because he's done way better comedies than this. But I still laughed. Don't get me wrong. I liked the gags in this. I thought they were funny. But I think I am gonna give it a B. But I'm this close. I am like, you see my fingers, right? I am this close to giving it, because I enjoyed it, and I didn't. I thought it was entertaining. It wasn't boring, but I'm that close to cutting it to a C.
I like the screenplay. Mostly the comedy areas I like. The story, like you said, it is a little weak. So I'm also gonna give it a B. You know.
Nice. Are you cutting it close to that C, or you're just, I'm giving it a B, stamp on it?
More of a stamp, I suppose. However, I say we move on to the cinematography. What do you think?
Look, I think this movie doesn't have too much great cinematography here. I will admit that, the space shots, I guess they're all cool and stuff, but I guess that's not what cinematography is. That's more special effects.
Yeah.
But, yeah, cinematography here, it's really nothing, not even, because most of the shots that you consider or you think would be cool, they would already be done from the Star Wars movies, even though that's already what they're parodying and stuff. But cinematography was nothing special here. It wasn't bad either. It can be a little dated. I did notice like a blue screen from Joan Rivers' character, or her voice over that character, dot matrix. But it was nothing bad. But I would love something a little more. Consider this is a space adventure. So yeah, I'm gonna give it cinematography for a C. Sad I'm giving this grade again, but it's that great.
Well, when cinematography isn't the strong suit of a film, but it's also not the weak point necessarily. C is the safest bet, which is why I'm siding with you and giving this a C.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but yeah.
C
I
for
expect
camera.
A little more. I expect a little more.
It's a C for camera.
I guess. C for camera.
Yep. Next up, and lastly, before we reach the final verdict, special effects. You kind of touched on that.
Special effects.
You gotta admit, there's a shit ton of special effects.
Again, it's Star Wars copying, and they're good. I don't want to give that an A. Special effects a B. I'll give special effects a B. But, what do you give special effects before I even go on?
I think the special effects look good. Most of them. Some of them are a little dated, but that's to be expected with any older film. Not that this one's, old, but you know what I'm just trying to say.
Yeah.
Hell, something from fucking 2005 special effects
they probably
can look dated.
They could look shittier than this, probably.
Yeah.
And there are. Trust me, there are.
But no, I like this movie. I think the special effects look good. The makeup work, things like the chest burster.
Oh.
The makeup for that, it looks nice.
I was thinking something more like special effects was its own kind of thing. That's a B. But where costume.
Oh no! I'm thinking special effects, as in practical effects.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The chest burster is not necessarily a makeup, because it's more a practical effect, which is why I'm saying I'm lobbing it into special effects.
I was thinking where costumes and makeup and production design, those shine out. Those are A. But special effects.
I agree with you there.
Special effects is just a B, because it's copying Star Wars, but they're still good. Some look dated, yes, but I don't think they're that plain either, just to get a C.
Yeah, no,
that plain.
I have nothing else to say. You took my words away from me.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
The costumes, the makeup, the sets, they all rock. That's all A. That's the only A this film is getting.
Listen.
Everything else is just, okay, you're good, but just not that.
You're saying all these words, right?
I'm sorry, But I thought you were the bigger fan of this film.
I am a big fan of this film. But you're saying
not.
all these words.
I'm not.
And you're saying all the shit that I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I thought you would have everything A because you love this film that much. That's why.
I'm not going to let bias cloud my judgment.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I can see
if you want a personal level on here, you can, though.
I know, but I can see the weak points in a film as well as the good points, right?
You're right.
So, I agree with you for the special effects and the makeup, like all the spectacle, you know? And I think that all we have to say now is what's called our final grade.
Yes.
So the overall grade. What do you think?
As overall, I do like this movie. I like it. It's not one of my favorite Mel Brooks. It's not even top 5, I think. But I think it is good. I'm giving it a B. I think it has its moments. I think it is funny. I think it's a great looking film. I mean, even though it's basically copying Star Wars, it's not that original. Cinematography's not that great. It's okay. The screenplay can suck, and it did with the story, but again, the comedy brings it up that much.
Right.
And it does have Pizza the Hut. Oh boy.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
May the Swartz be with you.
I
thought it, yeah, B. Oh. It's funny, just, I don't know, it just looks great, it's funny, and I'm pretty sure that you are going to have the same grade. What do you think?
So, my overall thinking is, I grew up on this film. I love this film. I've been watching it since I was like 4, maybe. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I can see the weak points. I can see the good points. I'm a little biased because I grew up on it. I definitely could not see it getting anything lower than a B, right?
Yeah.
Like in my book.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to give it the B.
Yeah, I understand. But what are you leaning more towards?
This is one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies. One of my favorite movies in general.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I have a lot of personal connection to this movie, having grown up watched it and all that.
Then I think you should. You should get off critical right now and turn on that personal. Turn on the nostalgia, bud.
I'm very, very on the edge of A and B.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine. I'm very, on the edge of A and B, but I'm leaning more towards the A.
Ooh.
Just because of my personal side.
I don't blame you.
Views.
I don't blame you.
So, yeah. I think overall I'm giving it an A. Very close to a B. So, a very low A.
Yeah.
But an A nonetheless.
If I had this opportunity to watch this film at a young age, I'm pretty sure I would do the same, but I didn't. I watched it in my early teens, I think. Same thing with Star Wars. I watched it in my early teens, and I'm just like, okay, I get it's either great or good, or some of them suck, but yeah, I didn't grow up with this, so I can't really be a hardcore fan. And this is the same thing with Spaceballs.
I've only seen one Star Wars.
Well, here's the thing. I've yet to see one more Star Wars movie. Then I'm finished with the whole thing.
Have you not seen 9?
Yep, that's it. I just haven't seen that one.
I've only seen 7.
Well...
Not 7 movies. Only episode 7.
The Force Awakens.
Yep.
And I will say, from what I remember of The Force Awakens, it's better than this movie. It's better than Spaceballs, but Spaceballs is better than, I guess, any of the prequels, except 3. Episode 3 is actually the good prequel.
Except this one doesn't have Jar Jar. Jar Jar's the best character.
Oh my! At least you know what people or what hardcore fans are annoyed by.
Yeah. No, I know. Regardless.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of everything I have to say. How about you, Jar?
Yeah, it's a good movie. I think audience can go either way with this.
Well, that's evident in the reviews too.
Yeah. If Star Wars fans I think they're gonna love it. Obviously, they're gonna love it. But, regular audiences who who even don't like Star Wars. There's people out there who don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same thing with this one. They're not going to like it. Maybe the comedy would be alright for them, but, you know, you're not going to get it, really.
Exactly.
You're not going to understand. So,
exactly.
I do, but just not on a personal level. Just, it's good. I'll see it in, like, another year. Maybe it's playing on TV. I don't care. But, yeah, I think it's one of Mel Brooks' good movies. And I guess I'll just end it off with, not one of my favorites, but just one of his goods.
Right.
He's definitely made worse.
He has. Yeah. Anyways, to wrap that all up.
Yeah.
I would like to say thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
In this review. Make sure to like if you liked it, comment your own opinions, we like to read them. Subscribe if you'd like more, we upload new reviews every Monday, new commentary checks every Friday. The day we're recording this is the 1 year anniversary of our very first review upload. So why not give that a look if you want. Regardless, this has been Bradow's Blockbusters. I'm Michael Bradow.
I'm Jeremy House.
And just have a nice day.
And may the force be with you. Peace.